The winner of today's second session first game, the McCracken County Lady Mustangs. Head coach Scott Sivills, student athletes Caroline Sivills, Jordan Bufford, and Briley Benton. Coach, take it away.
Survive and advance. Sometimes in tournament play, you got to find a way to survive and just get to the next step. And give Ashland a lot of credit. They play with a lot of poise, confidence. They shot the ball very well, made some big shots. We missed a lot of easy shots and chip-ins. We had a couple of wide open layups that were missed that we probably usually all year long we make. But again, we're at the highest stage of basketball. And so we made enough plays, and that's what it's all about. In this type of situation is that our girls stepped up and made some big plays when we had to make them. I thought Briley Benton stepped up and made 2 gigantic threes there to keep us going. Caroline's 2 gigantic free throws to step up there and make there with a lot of pressure. Very, very proud of her to step up and play the way she did. But again, it's survive and advance. And if it's by 1 or if it's by 20, very, very honored and blessed to be going to the next level.
Questions in the back?
Caroline, at the very end, getting that defensive rebounding, hitting those free throws after your team had missed a couple. What's going through your head during that point when, Ashland had a chance to tie it, but then you were able to put the game away?
Honestly, I just tuned everything out and just act like I was just shooting free throws at practice and just told myself that I got it and took a deep breath.
Right here.
Coach opened it up there in the second quarter for 24 points. What were you able to do there? That's fine. In the second quarter, you had 24 points. What were you able to do there that helped you out offensively?
Well, we just played our normal basketball, getting steals, turnovers, scores. We ran our offense. We got what we wanted. That was the one thing is our defense wasn't playing like I wanted it, but offensively, we got into a rhythm. We got into our flow. We got into all of our sets. We made shots. And then in the second half, it was kind of the opposite. We just couldn't. We got pushed out. They did a very good job of pushing us off of our line, and we couldn't get into our offense really the whole night like we usually do. So give them credit. I mean, they played a tremendous game against us. But again, we found ways to win. But in order for us to keep going, we got to make the easy shots. We got to make our free throws. Too many missed 1-and-1s, and that game would have been put away a lot earlier if we made our free throws. But again, it's pressure packed. I mean, it's a big game. They had all the mojo on their end. We were just trying to burn some timeouts, calm everybody down. We got this, run our stuff, and very, very proud of our kids for finding a way.
Up front,
Scott, I actually wanted to ask about all those missed front ends, and especially there down. You had 2 opportunities to kind of pull away inside the final minute, and then just how nervous were you there when Caroline goes to the line, and you too, Caroline?
The thing is that she has been a really good free throw shooter all of her career. Of course, oh yeah, you're nervous. I mean, who wouldn't be nervous? But I love her confidence getting up there, getting in a rhythm, making the first one. We call a timeout, just trying to get everybody settled on what to do defensively. But for her to make that other one was huge. But again, up here down the stretch, you got to make your free throws. I all the time, I tweet this all the time. Free throw shooting is a lost art across high school, college, and NBA. And usually we make our free throws. Tonight we didn't make our free throws, but it could almost cost us. But overall, we're going to semifinals. We're doing things that we have never done in school history. Winning the first game yesterday, first time in school history. Getting to the semifinals, first time school history. So we're breaking down barriers, we're breaking down doors. And that's tough for a school like us. I mean, we're year 10? So we're finding ways, and great senior leadership. We have these 3 awesome kids up here. got Dez and got Bell. They have done a terrific job of keeping our ship going straight, and just very blessed in how they have found a way. I love their encouragement in the huddles. They didn't drop their head. They said, "We got this." This was on their own. I love how they rallied around each other and encouraged each other. But again, you find a way. We found a way. But give Ashland a lot of credit. They could have, we had about a 14, 15 point lead. We were almost, if we'd have made those two wide open layups, it could have may have been a different story, maybe going forward. But they fought back. You got to give them a whole lot of credit. A whole lot of credit.
For the players, you haven't been in a lot of close games this year. You've been in a lot of running clock situations. How do you feel like you girls kind of handled that pressure down the end?
Even though we missed a few free throws down towards the end and a few shots that we usually make, I feel like we've been practicing, especially these past few months, for these types of situations. And I feel like we all just took a deep breath and we still play together as a team and just know that we got each other's backs. And I just felt like even though we missed a few shots, that we were still calm and under control.
Coach, you talked all season about you have the 2 to 3 girls that you can always rely on for double-digit points. But talk about Jaidyn and Briley and just their role tonight, being able to have such a deep bench.
You know, these three up here that you're seeing right now have been some of my best role players I've ever had and I've ever coached. They just play their roles like stars. Jaidyn last night had 7 assists last night. That's unbelievable. Briley's made big shots for us all year. She made some big shots there in the second half for us. Caroline's has stepped up big the entire year, the entire game. But what I love is that they stay within their role. They don't do anything that's, out of their skill set. These three, along with Claire, along with Destiny, along with Mickey, these three, we have to have them to be where we are today. And I just love how they compete each and every day in practice out here on the floor. They did an excellent job of staying within what we're having to do. But if I didn't have these three, we wouldn't be here tonight. I mean, they have really have taken a couple of steps back and said, this is who I am. This is what I want to do. We want to win for the team. And these three have done an excellent job of doing that.
Final questions. Coach Sivills, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you,
and
sir.
you'll move on now to the semifinals.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We have the Ashland Blazer Kittens, head coach Stacy Davis, student athletes Jaidyn Gulley, Kenleigh Woods, and Ella Sellars. Coach, comments, please.
Still just kind of speechless here. These girls have worked so hard. Our goal is to play on Saturday, and to see them fall short, I couldn't be any more proud of them. Nobody expected us to even be at state. They didn't expect us to even win the region. So for these girls to come here and fight and battle with a chance to play on Saturday was huge, and I couldn't be any more proud of them.
Questions up front.
Coach, that there was a moment there in the game where it looked like they had the opportunity to pull away, hit a few more shots, and maybe it spins another direction. But you guys really dug in. Where'd that come from? Was that pretty normal for this team, or?
Yeah, we've been in that position, quite often, more than what we wanted to be throughout the season at times. But the girls never quit, and they always found a way to dig deep. And the fight in them is always there, and it's been there till the end.
And all three players. What was the biggest key on defense today? Because you held that team to 20 points under their average.
It was really just, we had to come in this game just to lock them down, try to they could all score. They're a really good team. So we just had to make sure they didn't score as many points as we wanted them to.
Yeah, we just wanted to try to keep them off and fight in the best way we could. And we knew our best chance to get there would be defensively and to stop them on the defensive end and have that translate to our offense.
Like we worked like in practice, like the fourth quarter, we had to jump to the ball, get on help. Like I feel like we did that really well toward the end of the game. At first we kind of struggled, but we really stepped it up.
I'm a little curious, that last play, you had their chance there before they hit the free throws to kind of put it out of reach. You go to the basket, it looked like Ella was open on the wing. Was there any consideration about playing for the win there and just, seeing how that would have gone?
We've just, like I said, we've been in that situation before and we just let them play it out, and Kenleigh knows that she can get to the basket to score, and if not, we can dish it. So it's just a read that we go with. And, this time it didn't fall, and, that's just how it happens sometimes.
Thank you. For the players, you guys obviously had a coaching legend who coached you for most of your career, and then he retires. Bill Bradley, and Stacy comes in. What were you thinking at the beginning of the season? Were there any thoughts of getting this far?
We just knew that we had to come in and just adapt to the new system, really take it in and work for it. And we knew that we could trust our coaches and they would get us as far as we could. So just to adjust that to that style of play, and just trust in our coaches, and we knew that we could get as far as we wanted to.
Going off of what she said, you just had to trust your coaches throughout they know what's best for us. Even if it's a hard practice, they know that it's going to benefit us in the long road.
I'm going off what they were saying, just, to have faith in them and put my trust in them.
Final questions. Coach Davis. Oh, got one here.
For all the players too, what's your biggest takeaway from this experience that you'll take with you in the offseason, kind of build on this?
I'll go first. Most of us are coming back. So, just keep on building our sisterhood, as we like to call it, and just get in the gym together, keep on working, and hopefully come back to the same place and hopefully make it to Saturday next time. But the biggest takeaway is that in the end, only one team ends up with a win. Everyone else has to fall once, and you just have to accept it as a team and move forward together and just battle that adversity.
Final questions. Coach Davis, congratulations to you and the Ashland Blazer Kittens on a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.